What is the future of writing? The book? Theory? Is it possible to imagine a future without print, or ink, or paper? What strategies can we undertake to reimagine writing, thinking, and learning in the digital epoch? It would be a tedious talk to form such a system of rules for this new method of writing, or to give a description at large of my device. One example might fully explain the whole, to offer others the faculties to understand the design. In his 1988 article, Handbook for a Theory Hobby, published in Visible Language, Gregory L. Ulmer proposes a model for participants to reconsider and invent alternatives to print-centered thinking and writing. In this section of his manual, Ulmer provides a scheme for those who wish to do theory as hobby without becoming professional experts. Theory, writing, for amateurs. I read on a screen an essay that first appeared in print. But suddenly I'm no longer thinking of Ulmer. My imagination cast away on an island, floating or flying as it is, where Gulliver and I meet another set of professors and projectors engaged in speculative learning. One professor's experiment allows the most ignorant person at a reasonable charge and with little bodily labor to write books without the least assistance from genius or study. I hear the engine of the universal artist disrupt the position of words. I watch the professor's planned improvement of language leading to the deleting of verbs and participles and finally abolishing all words whatsoever. I follow the dean, and I trace the line of projectors to Ulmer, and adopt this pseudonym, avatar, username, handle for myself. Projector period. How should this installment be read, interpreted? Projector period. Studying the masters, the models, the modes, the schemes, the gimmicks, the hoaxes, the mythologies. Project or period. Mocking the old publisher perish mantra or sustaining it. The following is a montage of past recordings, never intended for publication, let alone this publication. They are clips from past lectures, conference papers, group seminars, and personal memos, overlaid with video of a papermaking demonstration. The work intends to reimagine alternative future histories for writing practices. It attempts to negotiate the features associated with orality, manuscript, print, and electronic mode, haunted by both the powers of print and the rotting of the rag. Here, the projector defines a hobby. Seeing all these questions emerging on paper, I have the impression that I have never had any other subject. Basically paper. It could be demonstrated with supporting documentation and quotations on paper. So we cannot say that there is no authorial eye, either within or behind the satire. And authors, and their individual, collaborative, and sometimes combative activities. These activities cover the entire publishing process, from the writing, collection, and editorial process of materials, to the visual design and composition, textual and paratextual materials, to the distribution of these plans and productions. In those moments before or along language and knowing, I leaned in, listened to the strangest of words, hybrid or nonsense phrases that meant nothing at all and yet made a sense between us. I can't remember a single one. Tentative and ephemeral sounds, sayings, inadequate to any form of memory. In Massachusetts, a printer advertised that his linen rag paper was obtained from the linens of ancient Egyptian mummies that had been purchased for their rag content only. Well, everybody has their own style. Well, I think everybody wants to put their own stamp on it. A stretch, a pause, a conversation.
Mais il est vrai que les gestes de type déconstructif ont souvent l'apparence de gestes qui vont déstabiliser ou inquiéter ou angoisser les autres ou blesser même quelquefois. Alors, chaque fois que j'ai fait ce geste-là, il y a eu des moments de peur.
I want a third pill. I want a third pill.
The methodology is that we have to invent. Someone has to invent, just as Plato did, Aristotle, and so forth. The classical Greeks invented literacy. It didn't just happen. Then, like they went by the river and found literacy.
You see, it doesn't much matter what you say on the telephone.
No, they invented it.
The telephone as a service is a
All these
huge
other
environment.
situations were excluded because
That
this
is
is
the
the way
media.
literacy works. It analyzes,
And the environment affects everybody.
separates things out, work over here, play over there,
And the same with
another
radio
place.
or any other
Everything's
media.
separate.
What
It's
you
not
promote
dead.
electricity
It's not
is
dead.
nothing compared to
Everything
the
comes
effect
together.
of the printed
Electricity
word.
is holistic.
The printed word sets up a paradigm, a structure of awareness which affects everybody in very, very drastic ways.
Whatever
And
happens
it
in
doesn't
Derrida
very much matter what
happens
you print
between
as
him
long as
and
you
his
go
own
on
text.
in that
He
form of
doesn't need
activity.
Rousseau. He
Well,
doesn't need
the book
anybody else.
is not dead.
And as Derrida reminds us, quote, the page remains a screen. The norms and thickness of paper,
Its strategic
more
role
than
in the
parchment,
dissemination of
are imposed
ideas
on these
nonetheless
screens.
made it of
Lines,
central importance.
His focus on Edgar's stabilized plot structure
Anderson is
could be
clear
further
about
extended
trend
to
of
interrogate the
thickness
ways
and
in which
Brown
Brown
how
portrays
trade
and
ways
confronts
and
the
instability
instability of
language
language,
of new
and
markets,
specifically
and
the
new
ways
social
in which
interactions,
writing,
and how these
print,
developments
and publishing
created
only
languages
further
of power,
complicated
culture,
cinema.
created
Do we want to?
Oh,